Greetings to you, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and we're here on this last day of September and getting the show done. We have to give our regards out to the people of Florida. I know the people of Louisiana and across the country are sending out their thoughts and wishes to Florida right now, where Ian has done some pretty severe damage, and they're just now starting to see how much. And we got off a year ago with a pretty bad storm, but very light, no casualties as far as the storm. People have casualties from monoxide poisoning and stuff from their generators or fires from cables and stuff, but a heat stroke from the not having your power. But I think they've already had a number of casualties from the storm, from water, and there were places where even if you had a 2-story house, getting on the top of your roof, you had been trapped. So yeah, our thoughts and prayers go out to them. And like I said, we're just really lucky that it didn't hit us again this year. We're still recovering from last year, so they're going to have a long road ahead to repair. And like I said, we give them our best wishes. So that being said, let's turn to the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana today and see what we've got, which is a nondescript box. And guess where that's from? Well, all right, as we can see, like I said, it is the nondescript regular mailer box from Lynch Mining. And I ordered this the next time they had a bucket raffle, big nugget bucket raffle, after John, our prospect, had won his. I thought, well, maybe I can ride the luck wave off of if you saw the mail call video that John just did, he put in like 6 orders on the next one that he had. That's our 5. He had 5 flashlights. I put in 1 order, so I have, yes, their one cheesy flashlight with no, and like he showed on his, I don't know if I have a picture for it, but yeah, it has Lynch Mining in black and their symbol on the side of their flashlights. All this is a crappy junk flashlight. It holds 3 AAA batteries. It's all plastic, and it's got a little LED in the center of it. So yeah, pretty cheesy for him just to throw in a bunch of these. And he got 5 of them, and they all look the same. They all look this way. So, well, now let's see. I can't even get the thing back on. Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to have to fumble with this in the dark. So yeah, junk. And so for my one bag that I got, we decided to get another Gizmos. And $16.27 with postage comes out to $26, $26.08. So 26. $26. Yeah, $26.08. So, but I'm interested to see more, if anything, if they've increased any gold in it since I got this, when gold was down to almost $1,700 an ounce from the other bags we'd been getting from them, when it was still up to $1,800 and $1,900, and it was still the same amount. If you heard on John's video today, they've say on their comments, just like on the jars and everything else, up to 1 gram. There's been up to 2 grams found. This stuff is supposedly up to a half a gram found in Vulture and the $16 Vulture and GIZMO bags of Paydirt from Lynch. So we've never, when they gave us the sale, it knocked it down to 19. I was going to say, usually there's already some gems showing up coming out of that. I had to look in the bag, the GIZMO gem bag. There we got some peridot showing up there, big peridot. This is really kind of damp compared to what Lynch usually is, it seems like, a bit. But I usually don't worry about classifying this, but we're just doing it to get our gems out. So these is actually a lot nicer than the the last bag I got for Jim's, I think it was one that got the repeat bag. I did not order a repeat on this order. Like with Lynch, whenever you get an order, you can repeat, and for no postage and 5% off, they'll throw you in whatever, a duplicate of whatever your first order was. Except if it's like the big buckets or something like that, they do not honor that. But yeah, see, I mean, I'm not worrying about having that separated from our stuff. I just wanted to do it to get the peridot and stuff out of it easy. And it looks like we got all of it out the first round. So again, they list all the stuff that you can find in these bags: peridot, tourmaline, turquoise, ruby, blah, 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 blah. And what you usually find is some peridot and a chunk of amethyst. And that's not a bad chunk of amethyst in this. You know, that's a pretty chunk, but again, no variety. It's always pretty much the same thing in these bags. And then when you get the next one up where you're paying $80 for the 1 gram bag, then you might find a few ruby chips in it, you know, or a what do they call them? The Apache tears. But again, I've never seen turquoise, tourmaline, or anything come out of these GIZMO bags. So it's pretty cheesy for a gem bag, especially when you see the kind of gem bags that we make up, and that you see other people make up from, like y'all just saw that I did from Music Man, and from stuff we got from Okie Prospector, and of course John R. Prospecting, and he's got a selection of like 60 different stones to choose from to put in his. So all right, let's get some water set up, and we will get into this right away here and see what we got out of it. All right, we're set up here. Something else about these gizmos is they're supposed to be 20% black sand, and I just don't see it in them. It does not have the, and it's even the first bags of Vulture and gizmos that I had. Really, I remember getting quite a bit of a good amount of black sand out of them. But you can see I already dug through it and cleaned it out once, twice, and that's not 20% of this material. So, you know, again, Lynch numbers. But let's check this out some and just see what we can get out of here now. Like I said, I probably would not have even done this on a video. Just recovered it, but I actually, to be honest, I've been sick the last couple of days. I got some kind of shit going on with my stomach, and I didn't go to work yesterday. I started a job on this beginning of this week, and got in a few hours today, finished off part of what I'd needed to close up, and man, I've just been nauseous, and it's hard for me to do a good job and focus on work when I'm just worrying, you know, you're on the edge of getting sick all the time. So, but I had to get this is normally by today, I've got it already edited and ready to go, and I have a bunch of cool Paydirts I need to do a mail call on for them before we get into them. So, and I've got some that are ready to go, but actually, to just be honest, it was just more than I felt like doing today on this. But I wanted to see what this, especially when John on his said that about seeing the comments that, you know, I've not seen those before. Anybody claiming to get 4/10 or up to a half a gram out of these little bags. And we've done, between John and I, literally, we've done dozens of them over this last year. And the most I've ever gotten out of them is 0.21. And when we bought them on sale for their you know, discount sale, they took out gold, and we only got 0.16 grams. And that's we ordered them at the same time, our bags, as from their real Black Friday sale they did last year. And literally the couple of dollars we saved, they took gold out. And instead of getting 0.19 to 20, we got all across the board, all of our bags got basically 0.16 in them. That was it. That's pretty cheesy in my view when you're going to put your Paydirt on sale when you've had a bogus fake sale going on all of it since you started, and you've always got the bogus, Thanksgiving Day sale and Black Friday sale that you actually pulled gold out for the couple of bucks that you gave people the sale on is like I said, that's pretty pathetic for a company their size. It brags about selling 4,000 bags of Belmont Belmont Mountain, the $17 bag a month. But when we have a sale, we're going to cut you 0.004 of gold out of your bag to save a couple of pennies. Yeah. So, like I say, I get their small bags because for the value, you're still getting a good 70% ROI on them. And just to, like I said, I got the cool Lynch loop from them whenever I'd gotten one of the orders, and got some of the Lynch, swag. But John, that's why I'm constantly discouraging John. Man, why do you keep buying their crap? Why do you spend all that money on that stuff? And he likes their, and they've got the gift card where you can get the gift cards and save up buying gift cards, and you buy one and then you go back and you reorder it when they give you the offer to repeat the order, and you get the same thing with another, 5% off. So you get $100 for 95, and you keep adding those up. It adds up to some, a little bit of money saved, but then you spend it on something they're charging you, a $70 $80 premium on. It kind of self-defeating, but they do have some beautiful gold, and yeah, but it's not worth $28 to get in on the raffle when they've got, no telling how many thousand people every day when they do those for their giveaways, their raffles that they do. So, and getting the peridot, they have some nice size. Like y'all saw, I bought the bag of the peridot that they sell, and they just sent me a bag of a bubble bag with peridot stuck in it. Not even in a bag itself. It was just in the bubble wrap. It's like, geez, man. All uniform, all the same size. None. That's what I was expecting to get, was stuff that looked like some like this, where they were, maybe some of the bigger chunks like that, or some of the, they were all pretty much or longer pieces. Some of the, something with some character to it, like their stuff here, and it's all pretty much uniform rough peridot. I mean, it's what it says it is, but again, for $40, I don't know if that's that good of a price for getting it, but y'all be getting some of that. Congratulations to the winners in John R. Prospecting's 420 giveaway. And somebody already contacted me that's going to get the 420 bag, and it's going to have a lot of that peridot that I just talked about in it. So, and again, congratulations to the winners. I haven't announced, I guess, since the last week of the 500 Bayou Gold Guy giveaway. And thank you to Doug Odette and Banshee Mining and A3 Sky Warrior and Mr. Minix, who'd given me the silver coins, and Okie Prospector, who'd sent those awesome copper pieces. So just a great, and of course Mandy Brown, who won first place, and our good friend Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting, who got second place, Matthew Lopez third, and Trudy Taylor fourth, both of them in the UK. And then we went to Adam, what was it? Adam Helm, yeah, Mr. Minix, Lewis S., and Novice Star. So congratulations to all y'all, as well as thank you to everybody that guessed and guessed to wait. And next one that I do on a guess the weight is going to be when we do that 10-pound bag of chicken miners. And I don't even know what amount of gold could be in there for that. So it'll be anybody's guess. And it's just going to be straight up, here it is, guess the weight. No hints on this one. We'll be doing that probably at the end of the month, maybe for Halloween or something, going into Thanksgiving. Like I said, I've got a number of dirts from people that have viewers that have sent me stuff to do. They're wanting to start selling some pay dirt. All I could say is I would highly discourage anyone from wanting to sell pay dirt because it is a lose-lose proposition as far as trying to, at least for me it is. I mean, if you've got a mine where you can go get your own gold out and sell it, then yeah, that's a different thing. But when you're reselling pay dirts, and like I've told y'all repeatedly, the only reason I sell anything on mine, and the reason I don't have PayPal or set up or that, is just because it's just because of your request from seeing my giveaways and wanting to get some. So I'm not in any way trying to be a pay dirt vendor. Hell, I spent over 10 hours just drawing up the labels for the giveaway bottles that you guys saw for mine, and that one for John R. Prospecting for the 420. So yeah, so there we go with that. All right, well, I got a little bit left. We'll get down to the bottom of that and see what we got. All right, we're getting down to the bottom of the end of it. And as always, it's a very, very simple pay dirt to go through. It's a great, I always said this is a great, beginner bag. Although for $28, instead of buying a bag of Lynch, I'd always say if they're selling, go to Miners Depot and buy a bag, $28 on a bag of Miners Depot. And and they put in gold based on the price. So like right now, like today when it's still at 16, I don't know, we back down to 16.20. I'm waiting for it to hit 15s, and I'm going to order from them. But yeah, you probably get close to a half a gram in a $20 Miners Depot bag right now. I guarantee at least 4/10, I would think, and probably closer to a half. So that's again, it's as opposed to hoping for 2/10 of a gram out of this to get 70% ROI. If you don't count postage, which I don't, but a lot of people still include their postage. So then you're talking, in the low 60s, upper 50s. So you're not going to gain a lot with for your gold dollar with Lynch. But they do have some beautiful gold, so that is the one thing. But you get a bag of same thing. You order a bag of gold nugget sales, or Mike's going to load you up, and you're going to have, if you got a multi-gram bag, you're going to have some nice, beautiful pieces of gold in there. Or same thing with Vendetta, that you just don't get with Lynch unless you're spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And even then, you might get a nugget. Well, let's see what we got in the bottom of our pan here. We haven't been seeing that much, so there ought to be a pretty nice little stash here. And we got all of our black sand concentrated. So yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking John in any way for people get what you want. I do rag on him about it. Y'all see what he buys. That boy's got too much money. He works too many hours. It makes too much money. But that was the other thing too. Like I said, I'm just really not feeling well, and I didn't want to be doing this and introducing somebody, reviewing somebody's pay dirt that sent it to me to specifically for that if I'm not on the top of the game here. So I'm sure there's going to be some of y'all thinking, well, yeah, he seems a little little down, more down today, or not as much as it tends to be. But and I've been sick in a couple of years, literally. No, haven't I haven't had the flu since the Wuhan came. Even the flu, I don't know if it's because everybody's just sanitized everything so clean that well, it limited the influenza spread. And getting some nice little chain of gold showing up in the end here. Very nice. I don't think we're going to get a half a gram, but we've got a nice little chain of some. This size stuff in these bags is always pretty small and flat, or round, a little round and chunky. But yeah, I got to get the mail call done on these, and then I'll start knocking out some of these YouTube channel viewer slash seller pay dirts. Y'all already seen that. Same thing like Mr. Like Chef V's. I mean, I've shown y'all that one already. I could do that, but again, I just yeah, my enthusiasm level is low. See where that stuff's kind of clinging to itself in clumps. Whenever I do the water around, it's almost like whenever you hit the magnet on this stuff, it actually magnetizes it, so it starts to cling to itself in clumps. Same thing that the way that tungsten did in the double black diamond from Gold Nugget Sales. Only it was much worse. It hung it. You could see it would leave line strings. So still got a little chunk there. When did I wash all that down? Those are pretty big pieces to be just flopping around there. So, all right, well, I'm going to obviously dump this out, go back through my tailings and see if there's any more of that I missed. And we will get right back to it. Well, all right. We might have had a couple of flakes that made it to the bottom of the pan, but we had none that made it out of the pan. There was nothing in the tailings, so this is all of our goodies right here. Again, you'll never find small or even close to anything that looks like naturally occurring gold in anything from Lynch. I don't know. For the amount of dirt those guys put out, I don't know how they can not ever hit one little section that might have some real natural gold in it. That's another thing. One of the John and I, John our prospect and I often pontificate on matters such as that, and it's where John's always asking us, like, how do they reclaim? How do they fill in for all this damn dirt that if they're sending out all those thousands of bags every month? It's like they just have some kind of giant hole that they dig, and then where do they get material to replace it? Because yeah, they would by now they would have a pretty deep hole there in southern Arizona. But there we have it. It's when it's small, it always looks good. I mean, gold always looks good. So nice. That's what I like about Lynch, is that nice chunky character to it. Like I said, there's no knocking their gold. Well, it's not the gold's fault. We don't blame the gold. we blame the people that provide it for not either putting enough in there, or for, like I said, cutting it out on you whenever they make you think they're saving you a couple of bucks. But very beautiful stuff. So let's I don't know, what do you think? Wait, is that over 2/10? Let's find out. I know it's not a half a gram. From now on, anytime we do one of these bags, it'll be the half gram quest to match up the bag that somebody posted on their comments on their reviews. Because yeah, I don't see it ever happening unless it happens like the way you win, like John winning that nugget bucket. 1 in 1,000. 1 in 1,000, you might have a bag that's got a half gram in it. I could see that. Yeah. All right. Well, there is our dried gold. The $10,000 stove is still not lighting for 4 of the 6 burners. The next day it started working. It worked fine. All of them fired up, and then it started where it would fire up and the igniter would keep ticking on the middle burner in the back while the front burner was running, not even connected to the back burner at all. It's just sitting there ticking away, sparking. So I don't know what's wrong with this crappy thing, but I'm wondering, it's the same that $2,000 washing machine that I got, that my landlord gave me. When I looked up the reviews on it, everybody was saying it's a piece of shit. The thing broke down. It lost I had to, $700 for the electronics on it, and I had the pump went out on it. This went out on it. Well, it said 2.1 for a second there. 0.20. That's what we normally get on this, and that is what we got on it here. So not the elusive half gram we were looking for that people are bragging about, but 0.209, which that used to be standard if you don't buy it on sale. Now, see, if I had bought this on it'd be nice if it would stay at that 2.1. It's probably me moving around here, but yeah, if we'd bought that on sale, I guarantee you it would have been 0.16. It's yeah. So let's take a look at it here. All right, we have close-up of some very beautiful gold, no doubt about it. Nice character on it, always very chunky looking. Nice color. But yeah, just wish there was a little bit more of it. But like I said, kind of the flat pieces. We got some that are chunky and some that are flatter. A little speck of sand still in there that got by me, but nice little chunks of lynch gold there for sure. So I paid $16.27 for this bag. With the it leveled out at 0.21. It did hold long enough for me to count 0.21. So 0.210 grams gives us $11.53 value on this gold, and a 71% ROI, which that's, like I said, that's about what you usually between 70 and 75% is the lynch ROI threshold. Always a damn piece of fuzz. But at any rate, pretty little batch of gold. It'll go in with the lynch vial. And we've got our, zoom back out of there. Hold on. So we also have our Lynch Stones there, our peridot and our piece of amethyst. So, nice. But like I said, if you've read the description on it and you're ordering this stuff, and they list, a laundry list of materials of gems that you're supposed to find in there, and you get this, you kind of wondering like, well, what the hell, So, like I said, it is what it is with Lynch. So, hello. All right, my friends. Well, I think that will do it for this one. So I'll be back and we'll wrap this up. I forgot our Lynch flashlight that was thrown in, and as you can see, it's not even enough to overload the camera light. This thing is a very dull little, very weak LED in it. So yeah, I'm gonna take the batteries out and save them for a Halloween decoration that's about to come up, and that can just go in a box because it's junk. So again, it's Lynch. It is what it is. Only reason we did this, like I said, because I needed to put something out, and I just didn't have the gumption to go through what I had, other bigger stuff. And I was interested to see if we could maybe get more than the normal, since the price of gold is down considerably. Today it's down to 1644 again. But yeah, when I got it, it was still in the low 17s, and they didn't do anything extra on it. So we'll see when it gets down to 15. Are they gonna throw a little extra in? Who knows? But so again, thank you all for joining me on this episode of Bayou Gold Guy. Again, I'm sorry it was a little bit flat. We'll do better. We'll do better next week. And so Thank you again for the 500 subscriptions. And actually, I think we're up like 512 this week. So it's still going up. Appreciate that. And for your comments and views, playing the giveaway. Congratulations to the John R. Prospecting. Thank you to John R. Prospecting for that wonderful shout out on your videos showing my stuff, and on your mail call video showing your bag that came in. So that was very cool. I'm glad you liked it. And it was cool to see it on the video. So thank you, my friend. And I've got a big announcement coming up. Whenever I do this mail call, we have a new seller that's has been in the community a long time, but is coming out as a silver seller. And it should be some pretty cool. It's got some excellent stuff. So I've got a batch of that's come in, and another one that's coming that's going to show y'all exactly what you can buy. And so stay tuned for that. And I guess that will wrap this one up for, again, our last day of September. Like I told you guys, Christmas is going to be here in a couple of weeks. Don't delay. So, all right, my friends, till the next time. Thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe and that like button if you would. It definitely helps the analytics. And until the next time, peace out, my friends.